Welcome to Montalcino. I'm Isabella Dusi for Web Vision Italy. The village of Montalcino was first settled around about the year 700–750. The people who came to settle here were escaping from Saracens, pirates who were invading the Tuscan coast. And they came here because this hill that we're now on was once covered in a canopy of oak trees. They were secluded and they felt safe. But as the centuries went by, Montalcino became quite wealthy, and therefore this position and this wealth caught the attention of the superpowers of the day, Florence and Siena. We're in front of the fortress of Montalcino, constructed in the late 1300s. The people of Montalcino still consider this one of their most valuable and precious monuments. Let's walk up the steps to interior of the fortress and you can see that it's not really very large. But 400 people managed to live with supplies and water, and whenever the Florentine army was camped outside around the walls, well, the Montalcinese just brought their soldiers straight up here, up the ramp, closed the gates, and they were safe. This fortress has never been impregnated in war. But in 1559, the flag of liberty was lowered from the highest tower. Montalcino was the last place in Tuscany to lose their freedom. After that, the whole of Tuscany came under the control of the Dukes of Florence. These days, we use the fortress for open-air cinema during the summer or for other special events. And at one corner now is an enoteca. Of course, the economy of Montalcino is now based on our wine, Brunello di Montalcino. Piazza del Popolo is the central heart of Montalcino. In fact, this is where most things happen in our village. This is where you come to meet your friends. This is where you come to find your dentist or you talk to your solicitor. In fact, there is not much happens in Montalcino if it's not happening around the piazza. It's like our salon, our living room. Because of course our homes are quite small. We don't live in spacious areas. We don't have huge outdoor areas where we can entertain. So we entertain each other in the piazza. Today the cars come travelling around this bend reasonably fast, but it was not until the 1970s that there was even a sealed road up to the village of Montalcino. From here we can see down into the valley that leads towards Mount Amiata. Mount Amiata is the mountain that preserves Montalcino's agriculture from hailstorms or bad weather, and of course that's very important for our wine. Once you're away from the main street or the main piazza, you find yourself surrounded by a huddle of medieval houses, and many of them have lovely terraces and gardens. And from time to time, these are planted beautifully, but in Montalcino we have a fairly severe winter. So it's only in spring that we begin to see the new blooms come out on terraces and balconies as the geraniums start to appear again. They too have been in hibernation like the rest of us over a winter. Thank you for joining us in Montalcino. I'm Isabella Dusi for Web Vision Italy.